Hey, good evening. What's going on with social media? Well, this is me, Larry Steele, aka Triumphant Steele, and I just want to talk to you briefly about MLK Day, about my city, Memphis, and essentially what Dr. King meant to Memphis and Memphians. Dr. King was not just Dr. King as the world know him, as this famed civil rights pioneer, civil rights leader. But to us as Memphians, Dr. King was like a big cousin. And I know that kind of sounds weird in the way in which I'm portraying that, but you must understand that coming up in an urban neighborhood, whenever you had a beef and you called in your big cousin, it was that sense that big cuz was going to come through and y'all were going to rectify whatever situation that was taking place. Well, Memphis experienced that same thing during the civil rights era. We deal with the sanitation workers strike and the Poor People's Campaign of 1967 and 1968. This is the thing that prompted Dr. King to come to Memphis originally. Now, most of you don't know that Dr. King came in March of 1968. And it's supposed to have been a peaceful rally and a peaceful march. But you know how you got, brothers, uncle, cousins who are waiting for him to come to mob to show them the man, how fed up we were. And so Dr. King had to come back in April of 1968. This made it pretty crazy. But here's something I bet you didn't know as well. 102 years earlier, before Dr. King was assassinated in South Memphis, you had the Memphis Massacre. Now, the Memphis Massacre was a whole nother thing on its own. You had the slaves that were free after the Civil War, and you had Union black soldiers from Fort Pickering in Tennessee, but they were located in Memphis to protect the newly freed black slaves. Let me see if we can pan over there to it real quick. Right over here in Memphis, Tennessee, right here on the border, right there. And so we had these newly freed slaves, ex-slaves now, in the city. And you had these Irish white officers who were threatening these newly freed black citizens. And who did you have to protect the black citizens? Black Union soldiers. So what happened to the black Union soldiers who were protecting the black citizens in Memphis? Well, they were pulled out. And when they were pulled out, now the police, the firemen, the chief, whomever had any kind of authority, whoever just had white skin, now rioted and murdered and assassinated every black person in sight. This is the Memphis Massacre.